Coucou les puces, hello my loves, Marhaba, habibetey. So it's usually time for Friday favorites, but we're gonna do something a little bit different. I guess monthly favorites actually, but I'm gonna do something a little bit different this month. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. So I think I'm gonna call this video something like June gratitude and a Ramadan wrap up. That I've given it some thought, and I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna name it. And so I wanted, instead of focusing on product favorites, I kind of wanted to focus on gratitude. It June happened to be the month that Ramadan fell into, and it was a big month, and all happened, and I kind of want to chat with you guys about that a little bit. And then if you've noticed, I'm doing this video barefaced, and that is also intentional, and also something that I want to chat to you guys about this for in this video. So if you kind of clicked on hoping to see some product favorites, we will be back at that next week. But it's gonna be a rambly one, and let's start with why I'm not wearing any makeup. So I think I've realized recently, I've been telling you guys that I've really been enjoying doing the kind of more neutral, natural kind of looks. And I really have been, and I will continue to incorporate that into my routine. But what I had realized was that on some days I was having trouble, I was putting on a base of makeup because I started feeling insecure in the imperfections in my skin and how I look tired or breakouty, or breakouty, very technical term, or just, not as like pulled together. And for me, that's not what makeup has ever been about. And I'm not in any means judging. I feel like that last statement might have come off a little bit judgy, and I didn't mean that at all. One of the reasons I love makeup so much is because it's so many different things for different people. And so whatever is makeup is for you, as long as it's making you happy, and as long as you're doing it for yourself, do you. Never do anything in life for someone else. It's just not worth it. I mean, don't be a selfish brat, but you know what I mean? You should be doing things because they make you happy, they make you feel good. Even if they're for someone else. If it's someone that you love and you're sacrificing something for them, you're still happy to do it, So anyways, I was realizing that makeup was losing the joy and the passion that I was getting out of it, and it was becoming this thing that instead of being like my war paint and my shield and my strength, it was becoming something for me to hide behind. And that's not ever what I want it to be about. For me, it's a way to express my creativity. It's a way for me to just have a moment of kind of bliss where I just sit and get lost in the moment, where I play with different techniques and different colors. And honestly, that's not to say that like a neutral, clean look can't be creative and artistic and passionate for me, but I was kind of losing that balance with it. And so in order to keep myself accountable to you, to me, to all of us, I thought I would sit here barefaced and make the statement because if anyone else is kind of going through anything similar, we could talk about it, but also because this will keep me accountable. So I don't want to wear makeup because I feel like I need it to hide, because I'm me and I'm gorgeous and I'm awesome and I'm still the same human being that I am, imperfections and all, physical as well as, internal. And makeup will be we'll go back to what it needs to be for me and for my soul, if that makes sense. And then let's kind of do some June gratitude and Ramadan wrap up. So the reason I didn't want to necessarily do a June favorites, I sat down. I've never not done a monthly favorite since I started my channel. But I sat down. I was like, there's no new products that I could like sit here and like rave to you about. If you want products that I've been using and really loving all month, I will refer you back to the last 3 weeks worth of Friday favorites, or like weekly favorites, because it kind of sums it all up. But the reason I decided to not like sit and pull product and rather speak to you about gratitude and appreciation and things that I'm so happy about this month is because of another self-realization discovery that I've made. It's been a month of self-realization and like internal thinkings. We can't get too serious. We still got to keep the levity in the language up a little bit. Is because I felt recently-ish that I've kind of lost some of the passion that filming videos had for me. And while I was filming, it wasn't a conscious thing. There were days when kind of I was like, okay, like you got to film, we're going to miss an upload. And so it was like, okay, let's do this. Like, let's take another thing off the checklist. But as soon as I sat down, I had a good time and it was fine. But I didn't realize how much of that initial passion that I had when I first turned on the camera, how much of that was missing until I filmed my Sephora haul earlier this week. And it was just like this rambly, bubbly, all over the place, just like I thought it was a hot mess, but I had a great time, and it took my mood from being in like a really not fun funk to feeling more like myself, and for it to have kind of that much of an impact on my mood when nothing all week like before that was because you saw the video Monday, I filmed it on Sunday, right? So all week long I was just dragging, and nothing was getting me out of it. And so for it to have that much of an impact on me, A, and then B, just for me to have fun with it, it made me realize that passion, that drive, I kind of had dimmed somewhere along the lines. And so in an effort to stay on track with that like awesome bubbly amazingness, I only want to film what feels genuine and passionate and like for me, what I'm like really, really excited about. And so that may mean that I film videos that like make me really happy, but maybe don't get as many of you excited. So some of you don't tune into all of those, which is totally cool. I totally respect that. There's still going to be kind of beauty and stuff, but we might have a favorites like this instead, where it's about like internal happiness and beauty and more chattiness, And then the second part of that is that might not be 7 videos a week anymore, right? So I as much as you guys sometimes give me comments that tell me that you enjoy having, a little break to hang out with every day, I also really love being able to read your comments and have that feedback with you guys. So I really enjoy the upload schedule, but I've decided that I kind of don't want it to come at the expense of this being genuine and authentic and passionate, right? So, yeah, that was the ramble on that. But let's talk about gratitude and what this month has been like. So it is Friday. I'm filming this on Thursday, but when you see this, it'll be on Friday. And Ramadan will be over either next Tuesday or Wednesday, so home stretch. And it's been an interesting month. I don't think I've ever had a Ramadan like this ever before. The first week was so beautiful and so emotional in a positive way. I kept feeling like I was on the edge of happy tears like every 5 minutes. And I just felt so full and so happy and so at peace. And it was just amazing. And then the second week rolled in, and I started to kind of deal with some of the things that were lingering that I was hoping to heal from, and process, and just a lot had been going on in the last year, right? And I told you guys I was really excited about Ramadan as a way to process all that and heal. And so as that kind of began to trickle in, my energy levels were dropping, my anxiety was kind of building up again, my frustration levels were building up, and I kept getting upset at myself for being frustrated. I tell you guys all the time to let yourself feel what you feel and not, get down on yourself for feeling any particular way. Sometimes we don't practice what we preach. So there was a lot of kind of mixed, intense emotions. And then last week I had a breakdown. Like I told you guys, I was in this funk. I felt like my heart was an open wound, and every little like breeze of air, like every little tiny spark of anything that had any kind of anxiety, even if it wasn't my own anxiety or pain or frustration, everything like I felt, I can like feel it now as I'm telling you guys, felt kind of amplified to like 100%. And I couldn't rally. I couldn't find my happy. It was a lot. And then something this week kind of all settled. Like I'm so tired, so tired. The exhaustion of fasting, for 20, however many days we fasted at this point, over 25, right? And then the lack of sleep for the days are long, the lack of sleep, working and working out. There's a physical exhaustion my body is feeling, but I'm also at such peace. Like I have moments in the day where things will flare up or it'll be a hectic moment or whatever, and I'll feel that. But I feel at peace. Like there are these loose ends that emotionally kind of I needed to tie up, things I needed to let go of. I filmed that whole video for you guys on letting go, but there was still stuff I think I was holding on to. I feel like I've let go of. I had a really, really great phone call. The reason I'm sitting here to film actually right now is because I had a really, really great phone call with with a really sweet friend, and I started being able to verbalize things in a way that just made me feel at peace. I was like, here's where I am with it. And I could just kind of let it go and be happy. And that doesn't mean that the situation is fixed. That doesn't mean that everything's perfect, but it means that I've kind of found my peace and my balance and my footing in it. And I told her, and I'm talking, and she's like, oh, sweetie, like, I'm so sorry. I wish I could hug you. I'm like, I wish you could hug me too. But I'm telling you all these things, and I feel at peace because I really, I don't even know how to explain it. It just, I feel good. Like, I'm happy. This is what I told her. I'm like, it would be surprising for you to hear from me right now that I am kind of in an incredibly happy place, even though things are at chaos. Because I never thought that that's something that I would say, that I could, be so happy and so calm, but still have so many things that are really stressful and big and overwhelming happening, right? So I am incredibly grateful for the process and the journey, really, that this month has taken me on. I also told her while I was talking to her, I'm like, okay, look, I sound like a total hippie. I'm just going to embrace it. It's who I've kind of become. We're rolling with it. But it's true. I am now, I've kind of got that in me. And it's coming to the surface more than ever. And I'm kind of okay with it. I'm super okay with it. I'm kind of loving it. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of the journey that we've been on. If we do anything exciting for Eid, I will vlog for you guys. I vlogged for you guys 2 years ago. Last year, I did not vlog. But if we do anything exciting for Eid, I will vlog. And I'm sure you'll hear about all of that kind of goodness in next week's favorites video, maybe. I am super looking forward to wearing lipstick. I'm incredibly looking forward to eating in the daytime. There's something about like the sensorial experience of like sitting and having a meal where it's sun out. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm kind of looking forward to sleep because it's a long day with staying up, to eat and replenish and rehydrate, and then waking up again to get your day started. So those are things I'm looking forward to. Anyways, I've rambled on for 14 minutes. A couple of you guys were like, oh, we missed your long chatty videos. Here you go. So yeah. I'm going to do some points of positivity, I think, to wrap this all up. But if you made it this far and if you enjoyed it, thank you for being here, and thank you for allowing me to have, this conversation with you guys, because it's such an important part of my life, and it's such a big part of my happiness, and there's nothing in this world more important than each of your happinesses. So anyways, it's weird. It's never felt like I'm sitting in front of a camera talking to a camera. It always feels like I'm sitting and talking to a friend, and that wouldn't be possible if it weren't for the support and reception that you guys give me, because I can feel you guys here. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyways, points of positivity. Let's do it. The first point of positivity is definitely this video and the great big smile it's leaving on my face and making me so excited and happy. The second is kind of superficial, but also super important, is we're heading out to have Indian food tonight. So excited. So yeah, that'll be that. And then my third point of positivity is that it is a long weekend this weekend. So yay for a 3-day weekend. Oh, so much sleep, you guys. I am such an old lady. The thing I look forward to almost hands down the most any given weekend is sleep. So that is it for me today. As always, please let me know what's making you guys smile. What have you guys been loving this month? Please feel free to still leave me product recommendations. There is a Sephora box. If you guys thought that I had completely done a 180, there is a Sephora box downstairs waiting for a haul video to be filmed. Just saying. So yeah, leave me product recommendations. Leave me your happinesses for the month. Leave me any response you have to this video. Leave me random emojis. Leave me random cool emojis. We can pretend to be Snap family and just throw everyone off with random emojis in the comments. Anyways, I'm gonna go because we almost gotta head out for dinner. I will talk to you guys soon. But before I leave you, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.